then it completely changes how he can play these early lanes, right? Then maybe you do actually try and still
That's a Valkyrie in from Chovy here as Humanoid getting taken below 100 health, has to flash in the end.
Insane. Canyon is going to pay a visit towards the bot side of the map. They are going forward because Razork is on his way.
Yep, there is already that ghost popped by Jun. Razork's going to turn up. Not a lot of information there. The flash forward from Lahens, but already that's first blood going over to Pays. Razork just a little bit too late on it.
He needs to be so respectful, and Canyon might be looking for an angle here.
Yeah, the flash not quite up and available. There he is. He finds the ulti. The Valkyrie forward, and it's all too easy. Chovy even turning around a little bit early.
It's very true. It's not looking great.
Oh, there's a chance of corruption here towards the bottom side. It is going to be answered with a Fate's called it already. Lahens down incredibly low. Equalizer just thrown out to stop them from going too far forward, but Pays is the one flashing away. Harpoon going to connect. Second one going to land there as well. There's the flash forward from Noah, but not quite enough damage. And Gen G will be able to make the great escape. Oh, will they as Humanoid comes down. Lens trying to burn him, but it's not going to work. Seismic shot lands. It's a double kill for the Talia. And now Chovy will punish him, but he gives him the thumbs up.
Means that Fnatic can start the chase back. We're back to life.
Lens, what are we doing there? Cyclone's going to come on through, and he is really dead.
And it's just through the way in which this team is playing through the map.
Oh dear, that's a flash over the wall from Lens, and I don't even think he needed Chovy
is completely denying. Now, Humanoid in some danger.
Once again, a Valkyrie forward as the arrow is going to connect onto Chovy. They're now trying to turn it around. Canyon here, but maybe he's a bit too late. As Chovy holding onto the flash, and he decides he's not going to use it. Now Razork with the Cyclone. Noah is just going to be jumped on by the Sejuani, but he says thank you very much.
And full control over the dragon. They're going to be happy with that.
Yeah, mid lane control does go to Gen G here for now as Oscar Innen off to the side. Razork just burning down though, and there is no support. Pays is going to cleanse, finds the auto in the end.
Baron, with their siege, I think that would be a scary thing for them to have.
Keen's on a pretty nice flank angle here. The equalizer's brilliant as well, and he finds two with the shove forward. Canyon's going to take down Jun to start this one off, and Humanoid is just thrown into the blender. Noah follows, and this is just a wash.
Additional front to back. The Baron is available. Razork gonna look for a steal.
Yeah, they do manage to get the ward over as Hex Gates are being taken. There's an arrow in there. He's in the pit. It goes down so low, and it's secured by the Rend. Gen G take down the Monkey as well, and they'll secure themselves a Baron. Oscar in, and he is going to be dessert here for Gen G, as there's nothing he can do by himself to be broken open. With the man advantage, Gen G should be able to get more than one inhibitor. In fact, this top inhibitor turret goes down in a blink of an eye, as does Razork. There was a Wukong there, I'm pretty sure, but he just disappears. And now Nexus turret's in the eyes of Gen G. We're cresting the 27-minute mark, and I don't know whether the game has much more in it than that.
A single fight was all it took, and they're looking for another.
Yeah, there's the all-out from Keen. He might just be taken down here. A couple of turrets might be too much for him. Never mind. He's just able to walk it off. Pays is the one that dies, but the Nexus is going to follow suit, and the LCK's #1 seed will take game one.
Bit of a look for more ganks. Again, we look at the minimap, but look at this vision control. It's just perfectly set up.
He dies on top of Humanoid. That's the first blood going over to Canyon in a solo kill.
He's evolving!
And did he actually just evolve? Was that just a full ambition that he's pulled off here? The spirit of...
With the amount of pressure that he's putting on him in the early game. We look back at this. Razork was there to cover, but Humanoid died too fast. And then he starts evolving.
And he evolves the claws. Oh, man.
Way towards bot lane, Pays and Lahens.
Ow. These spinning axes doing a lot of work. Stand aside, going to connect there as Jun's knocked up into the sky. A few of these actions landing, but no, offering a fair bit of damage back. But now, Canyon makes his way in. Oh my god! Pays just executes him with the ultimate! As far as the laning phase, but I think that Oscar's going to have a tough time as Lahens, that's a dangerous time. Evan and Flo going to go down. Oh, Noah!
Razork got the kill at least.
Yeah.
It feels so efficient in terms of how it just gives them enough information to keep track.
Oh, there's a flash onto Chovy. He is immediately going to flash away though, and then just flies. Has to do that in a straight line though, as now Razork's on top of him. Dangerous time here for the Dragon, and he's taken down. Great shockwave.
They're so good. They can cover. Oh no, the TP interrupted.
Oh dear, there's the all-out. That's a big ride for Humanoid. Now trying to get himself out of there. He flashes before the tidal wave gets there, but Keen, he's gone all out, and he's going to be able to take out Humanoid.
This is Noah bashing in.
Oh, Canyon going to get spotted here as Humanoid comes from beneath him. And now this bug going to have to run away. Does use the ultimate, now has to flash. does get back to Lehens, who does have some heals, but there is the flick back, and they squash the bug under their feet. Fnatic now looking for that purple worm as well. It's optimistic, but they may have to just go for it here.
I like it. I mean, it's terrifying, but I do like it.
Yeah, you gotta
look at Oscar in mid.
Yeah. And if he finds his keeper's verdict, it could be absolutely massive. Now the Poppycopter is spinning. Keen taking so much damage though. Chovy finds the ultimate. They throw away the Draven. That's a lot of damage missing, but Keen finds the pushback. It's just not going to quite be enough. He's so tanky. And in comes FaZe now with these axes. And with the Draven turning up, I think it's now going to turn out to be a Gen G fight.
4v5, Gen G's team fighting shows why it is such world-class level at the patience that they play.
Well, we're straight into another team fight here as it's a great bubble onto Oscar, and Noah manages to take down Canyon here. Gen G now a man down. Can they still keep fighting though is the question. That bubble goes wide. The health bar's a little bit lower. Noah still playing so far up, and Keen is a bit of a brick wall. He's going to be thrown away immediately though. Now a 5 versus 3 in theory.
I don't like it though.
Not very close to this one, and these health bars.
It's
not really what Fnatic want here in this moment. Keen now dashing forward. Pace has to get himself out though. Throwing a few of these axes around. He does still have that ulti as the all-out does come on through. Razork gonna use it to try and get on top of Lehens, but he doesn't quite get there. He's now able to get out, and now the teleport's coming forward from Fnatic. The exhaust to make sure that damage is mitigated, and Jun takes down the dragon.
like even with Noah actually having again?
Yeah, jumped on immediately, is going to be able to go stealth and look to get himself out, but Razork's just going to be able to lock him down.
For Canyon, but they did have to commit the shockwave and the flash from Razork. Keen, a wall that stands in the way.
Yeah, continuing just to walk towards them. My God, the damage as the skies descend onto Fnatic here. Keen just wandering forward. He'll find the Q onto Razork, and now Chovy is flying down. Noah's going to be executed, but Chovy will suffer the same fate. FaZe is just popping off though, throwing these out, kind of running away from Fnatic.
4.5k of it is on FaZe right now.
Well, maybe that could just provide them with a target here, as they have decided to go on to Keen. Good shockwave. He's going to connect heroic charge just to CC him up, and Keen may die. It's going to take a while, but eventually.
It is one of vast quantities, one could say.
Humanoid will find a shockwave as Keen is going to W through it. Now this is the 1v3 that we were talking about. Can Razork actually get in here, make it a 1v4, because Noah is in so much trouble. He gets queued back, and there's the 4th man.
Massively.
Finding more and more of these W's from Canyon, and now the fight has broken out. Keen finds 3 as he dives forward, absorbs and exhaust as well. This time Jun's able to get himself out though, and it's once again Keen with the 1v5 absorbing his...
They're engaged. So if Fnatic actually... Oh, Canyon, are you dead again?
He might just be. He's going to have to flash away. But there's the dive forward. Humanoid's going to grab it once again. Can they actually get a kill back though is the question.
That's a Baron.
And the answer's going to absolutely be no.
No empowered. Chovy uses ult.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hang on. Oscar needs to land the ult onto Keen.
They got to get him out of there. Chovy's got the singularity in the pit as well. Gen G, I don't know whether they want this one. Bubble is going to connect. And now Chovy breathing on them. That's going to be the Drake taken down. Shockwave goes wide. Mentioned this many times, but haven't said. Oh, okay. We've got a little bit of a dash out here by Keen. Looking to try and defend their inner turret. Shockwave is going to connect on to this Cassante. They've recognized they just need to kill Keen, and then there's just not a lot of ways for Gen G to mitigate fights and keep space from this Fnatic war machine that's just walking them down. Yeah, Chovy does manage to find it here as the skies descend onto Fnatic. The knockups were massive, but it's going to connect onto Keen here as well. The 2-man Q is going to connect also, as now Razork diving on forward, being an absolute hero. Canyon this time, he is a big threat, and Fnatic's health bars are so incredibly low. It's a double for the Dragon, and I think Gen G, it's been a couple of fights for Fnatic, but this time Gen G have found one themselves.
Oh, Oscar trying to stay alive for as long as possible because the mid lane highway is open. The minions in the previous play did take it as Lehens tried to 1v1 Noah. Noah says, you are a Nami. Do not step up to me with the teleport. I don't know if they have the wave.
All right, Canyon looking for an opportunity here. And Noah's just going to kill him. Still, Chovy is going to be able to get...
The amount of increased range on Chovy's ultimate is 85%. As this is the most Lahens thing that I've seen. What, like today?
Well,
yeah, Whirling Death is there, but Pays so hard for him to walk up as this Drake getting taken down so incredibly low. There's the Keeper's Verdict. That's going to get rid of the Dragon, and that is a third Cloud Drake here for Fnatic. Whirling Death not finding any value here. And now the dash forward from Razork. Keen finds 3 as well on his side of the fight. And he's going to take another 1v5. Chovy has to go golden to avoid the shockwave. The Cassante taken down once again, but Humanoid is going to follow suit. And they're in the Thunderdome, gentlemen. And this Dragon is just breathing hell down on top of them. Canyon off to the side, waiting for his moment. And breathing goes the Dragon. They'll take their chances with the bug, but the Draven is too scary. So from Fnatic, showing that they can definitely go toe-to-toe with Gen G. The inevitability of this big old Celestial Dragon in the mid lane, certainly a problem, as Gen G will finish off the Nexus with an ulti. At least what it looks like. And they'll move to match point here.
Able to soak up a lot of the wave.
Why this Scion is so incredibly powerful as he does charge up the Q. That is going to be the go button. And there is First Blood going over to Pays. And he just melted. Only level 1 here for the Scion. Now just trying to take at least the cannon. Will be able to get it.
He's getting a lot of the wave too. Level 2 secured. Keen going to soak up some of the farm. But of course, as you know, the bot lane tower is more susceptible to TP back in. For those that didn't get to watch the finals, Broken Blade did this exact thing against Fnatic, where the Scion just kept getting dived. It was Fnatic diving the Scion. Oscar's very familiar with this.
Yeah. Level 2 now, but he's still so incredibly squishy. The flash has to come out here from Canyon. As this jungle is not the greatest, as finally they'll be able to take him down. It was an execute onto Lahens by Oscar, able to stay out of the way, avoid death, even though we saw that burst damage was absolutely massive. There's a flash from Jun, though. Immediate cleanse from Pays, just to stop that slow from coming on through. And yeah, the bubble is now down, and Pays should be taken out. That is the shutdown onto Noah.
Dive to me, boys.
Oh yeah. 4 versus 2 here, but Noah taking too much, and he will be taken out. Pays answered as well, but a 1-for-1 is not what Fnatic were looking for still. Lahens should be taken out here, and it's a double kill for Humanoid.
Confidence from Canyon there, knows that Noah doesn't have his flash because of the earlier mishaps. Chovy!
Take your Dragon for a walk, and Chovy's gonna be wiped out. Razork's the one that picks up the kill, and now Pays in a bit of trouble himself, although it is just Jun. Now looking for a little bit more. The culling is going to come on through, and even with the barrier, that
says, oh, Humanoid doesn't have his flash.
Yeah, Keen coming down once again. The Contempt coming on through as now Humanoid trying to run his way out. Does try to be a little bit tricky, but they found the right one, and that is going to be the kill.
That alone is enough as Arrow.
It is just going to hit him. He just walked into it. There are still minions here available, though, and he just dashes out of the way. Great ulti from Oscar, though, and Humanoid gets in there, takes down the Lucian, and that is a killing spree now for Humanoid, or at least close to, as Lahens has to tidal wave, and is now looking to try and speed himself up with the Tidecaller's Blessing. No flash available, though, now, and it's going to be another one.
Pays going down, Lahens going down, and now the return gank from Gen G.
Yep, Razork just trying to stop Canyon from getting down here, but Keen, he wants it. Oscar might be able to get out, but Razork gonna have to die for his sins, as it turns out. That's gonna be Keen grabbing that kill.
Enough time for Oscar Renin to be able to TP back into the fight. Unfortunately for him, there wasn't enough Lahens.
Oh my god, okay, he just pops like a balloon. That is Chains of Corruption, but a great Captain Jack here from Pays, as he does manage to get out of the way of the piercing arrow as well. The flash forward from Humanoid, not quite able to get the kill yet. He misses the chain, and they go 1-for-1. And now the skies are descending onto Noah once more. He'll be taken out also, and now it's Chovy just flying towards Jun, who is going to be swept up.
He is just out for blood as he looks to try and kill this fish.
That's a really good game plan against Lahens.
Yeah, and that is a great interruption, but the ulti comes down. Chovy doesn't even look at the explosions of it now. Humanoid finds the backline once again. The chains will connect, and he will grab the execution, but he's going to have to sacrifice himself forward. And now Chovy going to get knocked up on the back end. I thought maybe it'd be his moment, but now Keen making his way in. The Condemn into the wall. The Xin Zhao's dead, and I think Keen may just be able to wipe the rest of this one. Double 80 carries chasing.
As we see Humanoid maybe in trouble.
Yeah, continuing to get silly, but Razork is going to be here. Humanoid just going to turn it, and they just wipe out Keen. Kane. Still, Canyon's pretty dangerous, but now it's Oscar turning up. And this is 1 versus 3. I don't think that you're going to take that one, Canyon. The chain, he just takes Bristle for him and saying just like, they look like they're having fun. Like, can we do that too? Like, are we allowed to do that? Well, I guess the answer is yes. Is Kane gonna take down Humanoid? This guy's descend onto Razork, and he is just in a blender. The double bubble was almost there, but the flash is going to come through here from both of the archers on the side of
Farm just hasn't been there for him.
Oh dear. Oscar, well, he's very, very tanky. Good sidestep on the bubble there as well. As now, he's just looking for the opportunity. Lahan's going to spend some time in the sky, and the Pierce is going to dive into the Herald, and then really does not want to do that. The ulti comes down once again from Chovy, knocks up 2, but Razork now going to try and go for the counter engage. Humanoid gets in amongst it as well, as Keen is his target, and he can understand why. The culling just softens up everyone though, and now Fnatic has to get out. That burst damage, just absurd. And the flash forward from Baze, he does not want to be executed, and he will not, because Humanoid is now dead. Noah suffering the same fate. Keen just doing some Bane things here in the middle of the team fight, and Noah, he's actually going to survive.
That's a 1-for-1. Razork on the flank, I think he can't go for that engage.
Quite work out.
Somehow Noah has a bounty.
All right, well, there's another ulti to connect.
And there
Noah
it goes.
is very dead. That bounty that you were talking about immediately collected.
So glad you spotted it, Danny. Otherwise you might not have known.
And now Chovy once again breathing, but Humanoid wants to stop that. He's going to have to get out of there, though. Good crescent guard from Razork to keep his distance from Gen G. But they are still bearing down on them. And now Keen's running amok. Once again, he gets into position, but the chain is fantastic. They've got too many threats, though, and it's now Paze that dives on. Manages to kill both of the solo laners. Series has been the fact that Paze has stepped up so much in comparison to his previous domestic performances. But now, speaking of stepping up, that is not what you want to be doing as Oscar in, and he is going to be taken out here by Chovy. Another kill under his belt, and the skies descend onto Fnatic once again. Razork going to be taken down exceptionally low. The turret will now be taken in the mid lane as Kane is just getting things done. That should be the execution, and Humanoid's able to take down Canyon, but he's sacrificing himself for it. The 1-for-1, they might be okay with it. I guess he's going to take something, but I think, yeah, Kane is just taking names and turrets all across this map. He just presses his R button, he goes stealth, and he just wipes the floor with them. Both the mid inhibitor and the bot inhibitor will be taken down, and this should be the series here for Gen G in this moment, as they're looking to move further forward in the upper bracket here at MSI. The LCK first seed proving they look like exactly that.